Hallo.
Is the stadium already? No, stadium.
Stadium, yeah. Those narrow bridges can be something else, but they can also be super boring. And then it's a boring map, I guess.
Chris, now that you're here, can ask again if that would work again to use your website for the next TM awards. There's still time, it's like not in hurry. But if that would work again.
It should work, yes. Yeah, maybe we can just remove the categories and reuse it. I don't know if I have much time to do some new stuff, but we can definitely reuse it.
As I said, there's still time. I don't really know yet when we would even post the show.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be an issue. I still have all of the things. Just need to put it online again.
My second try looks identical to my first try. I haven't learned anything. I know I learned this one here. Yeah, almost. What do you think? What kind of map style do we get on the 24th?
I don't know. Is there usually something special, or is it just
No.
Has it always been normal? Okay. Well then, I guess some random map.
This year I will not be able to play, most likely. My mother is a bit ill, apparently. If it gets worse and they don't come here, then I could be live, because then I'm anyway alone. But I don't think that they will come. I'm a little bit
honestly
confused.
I would always prefer a nice Christmas instead of having a cow of the day.
I'm very confused about the no breaks. I don't even see the gates.
Are there no breaks? I didn't even see them. I think it's always on the black parts, isn't it?
Ah ja, hier. Of course, and this is then still active for this whole corner here. And here's also a gate. I just don't really think that it needs these no-break effects. Because they are not typical NASCAR corners. Like if you have a slightly wrong line, you cannot fix it. Messes a little bit with my brain.
Yeah, indeed. Especially the end. There's also this one drift turn in the middle, but you can't drift, like you can't use your brake there, right?
Yeah, exactly, the right turn. That is also mainly the turn that I meant. And I was wondering, where is this gate? It's quite far in front, on that black platform, as you said.
I just realized I always thought I'm just skill checked and I get a no slide because I did something wrong, but...
Oh, this is mainly the part that I meant. I mean, the last turn, of course, as well. I was super confused. I watched the GPS and then saw, yeah, it's also no sliding, and I thought there must be something. But the first, I was always a surprise as well.
Like, you basically always have to release there.
Yeah, it's super strange. I don't know how he intended that.
Like, even the GPS releases there, and I was confused why it did that, but now I understand.
And these outside dirt turns are also very strange, because some of these outside dirt turns you cannot really exit outside. Due to these chicanes. I'm at least not sure what's the best line at some of these parts. Yes, turn. There's also this weird wobbly black platform is also mega strange.
Yeah.
There are so many weird things. Like, you can easily die in a knockout in that part. Definitely. There will be people dying. What is this? Okay, this web confuses me.
I think it confuses everyone. It just messes with your brain. It doesn't allow you things that you want to do. How do you even drive that ending?
Oh, the ending drive's actually decent when it was just releasing. I have to get rid of my ghost. Also, I'm pretty happy with the time that I got, but I know that this will not be enough, but I already know it's gonna be difficult to improve. Because I was happy with this run. The GPS won't help me, I would need to check the world record, but that's time-wise a bit short. I also don't really think that I can be consistent on this track. There's some really risky sections. Maybe this big goes on for one round. It would be really stupid if I just copy the GPS line and it does show me something wrong.
I wonder if there are some inside turns.
Yeah, exactly that, and I found it. The GPS went outside in the beginning in this right turn, but you can also just take it inside.
Okay.
That was just my guess, and luckily I checked it out. With that I have a chance to improve.
I tried it once and then I had a airtime on the black thingy.
Yeah, it might also have some risk.
I just don't get it.
I'm 63rd, shit, eh? As I did some of these outside corners, but some of them, I think I cannot take them inside. I have to be outside some point. It's so strange. Ah, this is the airtime that you meant. Oh god. And now I'm jumping with the inside line. Super annoying. Yeah, rip. I finished with 300s behind my PB. I was all the time wondering, shall I reset or shall I not reset?
Oh man, this, yeah, I don't know.
Let's see if just the world record shows me much easier lines and it would have been super free. Who knows? There's Crappy driving. He's also going inside. And that's annoying that my PB did that kind of run. Because I'm pretty sure I would have had it. And yeah, he goes inside here. Yeah, okay, so the GPS just drove completely wrong and I got fooled by it. I was all the time wondering now, but the time was too short. I was all the time wondering if I should switch my line in this one left turn in the middle. Because the exit was always garbage. But yeah, Scrappy just went middle. And I guess he gained in that section. What div are you?
Div 4, I think.
This is so odd. Why can you not brake in this corner? And on this one right turn, there is literally just not a single good line. It's like nothing. If the last turn is fine with a no brake. This release, no slide around the last turn, it feels okay, it feels nice. But in the middle, this is super weird.
It just needs a small brake tap if you don't have like no brakes, then it would be completely fine.
Yeah, exactly, it would be super. But there would be no issue. Releasing feels completely wrong.
Yeah, but you can't do it full speed.
Now I drove it the one time. Also I guess that I didn't see the cutoff, but I'm pretty sure. Ah, if I went inside there, damn it. Ah, close one. I guess the chances for Div 2 victory are quite good, but it could also go completely garbage. Like jumping off at the first black platform, that happens quicker than you can think. Then you can have any position, depending on when that happens. Because when that happens, you're definitely knocked out. But this is one of the raw cases where it would have been better to not watch a GPS, I guess.
Maybe, yeah.
And maybe
But
it
then I would
been...
have also been super confused because...
Yeah, definitely. Maybe it would have been actually also good with 4 minutes to go to leave the server and check the world record. Maybe that would have been it. Also I would have preferred to play this map with rally car. Are there actually also alternate maps for every single track of the day?
I think there used to be some, but I'm not sure if they are still doing it.
I mean, imagine every single day you do an old track of the day for like the 3 other cars, for certain effects, for ice, for everything. That would be crazy amount of work.
Yeah, I would need some kind of script that just converts the map.
Barboss. I'm in Div 2 with Barboss.
Oof.
What?
He probably didn't play a single cup since a year. Just needs some warm-up.
He was playing like 2 or 3 in the past month.
Okay.
But that nicely shows like any good player can have a bad seeding and end up outside of the fun. Is that our sponge? No. It's another sponge.
Yeah, it's just PB'd by half a second now.
Oh, what is
Knowing
the
the
time
lines.
then? A 40-second then, I guess, for sure.
Yeah, 75.
Oh.
And I think I can still do quite a bit faster.
Who are the top 5 German players? So, I think number 1 is Granadi. And then it starts to become debatable, because you would need to ask of all time, no matter if still active or not. And then you cannot really compare some players because they drive different styles. Also in certain styles you have of course people being very dominant. We even had a NASCAR, a guy called Fluff. He could challenge Dopamine. He was dominating back in the days. But yeah, otherwise, ReRuns is probably also a player you have to name when you go for top 5 overall. Yeah, but it will be hard to not mention Massa.
Massa is for sure the one who's the longest on this elite level.
Yeah, and on competitive styles. And, yeah. I mean, you could still argue Riolu. Because also without slow-mo he was fast.
Yeah, sure, but yeah. But the longest career in esports, like playing professionally, definitely is Massa.
Yeah. Grayson's mainly team in F. Early times of Team 2020, he was also playing this game here. A bit. Yeah, Kajan and Frostboiler are both Swedish and both at the same time playing against each other. There was a tournament in 2009, the World Cyber Games in China with a Trackmania tournament. And there were some regional qualifiers for it as well. At first it was, I think, planned that only one Swedish player can go there, which would have been super annoying because Kai and Frostboiler were the two best players of the world, and if only one of them could attend these World Cyber Games, it would be a bit stupid. At the end they both actually got there. I don't know how exactly the rules then went, but I think the original idea was just one Swedish qualifier or Nordic or whatever qualifier. No, Nordic probably not, I think Berkey was also there.
Did they maybe do some kind of world qualifier then?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Gurkenschnitzelchen with this up, thanks. Yeah, so there was one competitive German player in the super old days of Stadium, and that was Gallo.
And also, was it Thaler?
Yeah, Thaler is then the second German player around 2012. Maybe it was exactly that year where he managed a top 3 result in the ESWC. Has anyone else had a dominant streak in competitive like Carl has? Yeah, Tween, he was consistently second behind Carl. That was also a nice streak.
The thing is, the Trackmania scene isn't that old that there could be any other
Yeah.
guy who has the same.
Like Carl also doesn't let any other streaks happen. But no, before Carl, it was actually a mix. Every year a new champion. But at some point I'm gonna jump there.
It actually sounds wrong to say that Trackmania scene isn't that old, because it is quite old, but Carl is just here for such a long time. Like compared to other esports, I think it's has quite some history.
Yeah. Also, I take it back with I could win this div. What is this? Top 4. Winning time 0.3. 0.37. And then 3 players with like a 0.5 low.
Okay. I might need a div 0.7 or 0.8 to win div 4. Let's see. If I even manage to get there.
Of course. Of course, like all the time, like this past days, all the time I get knocked out by like less than 500s in any knockouts. Super annoying. Like not on the lucky side, and right before top 8. I had like a really shit one. Especially losing the gear in this left turn in the middle of the track. And that gave me then a super bad gear into the right turn. And with that also a bad line into this right down, like right dirt turn. I could not really
just
start attacking. Yeah.
I just drove a 0.62.
Okay.
I think that's
drove that in
almost
the
a second
warm-up
faster than my...
count.
Okay. It's almost a second faster than my qualifying, I think. Like 0.7, 0.8.
Saying, but this time that he drove here is slower than what I just drove. Oh, Besako was here and is now out. He's my teammate. We will play together in the Trackmania United Forever competition in January, the MSF, a fast learn endurance race cup. So let's open also Div 1, guys. Let's see if Scrappy or Spam. I guess I check Spam out. He might have the spectating view. Yeah. So, what did I think about BTC? Yeah, so the event was great. It was of course perfect for Granadi, how Trick to Peak had to be the final map. Couldn't have been better for him after Nadeo denied this map for so long.
I was quite surprised about the amount of spectators.
Was it more or less
nice
than
to
you
see.
expected?
More, definitely more. I mean, it probably peaked at like 9,000 if you combine YouTube and Twitch. That's quite good, I think.
That's definitely not bad.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm surprised that it went higher than towards the final. Of course, streamers were not allowed to stream anymore at that point. Everyone, due to the big streamers, knew that this is happening. There is then of course barely anyone else streaming in general. Apart from myself.
Yeah, it was generally a good timing, I think.
So I'm still a bit unsure, guys, with after Kappa. Yannick is hosting a cup later on. Like he builds a map again, hosts a knockout, typical Yannick's of the week. I plan to play that. But it takes a while until that is happening. I don't really have streaming content until then. The 20 Cup is doing a Christmas break. I'm not sure if this quick Wheeler Cup is happening, but there hasn't been an announcement yet. So I could actually make a break. Maybe after the Trek Mädel. And then I have to go to the supermarket either today or tomorrow. Like one of the two options. But then I would rather do that today, I guess.
Tomorrow is gonna be busy in the supermarket.
Most likely, I mean, I would also then just go at the very end, no? Before, so after 21 o'clock. But yeah.
Yeah, but then everything will be empty.
Yeah, it's probably better to go today anyway, that's true. Oh, Walton with a touch. Oh, Jakar with a... Oh god, and Walton is through.
I have such a bad finalist round, but the other guy just messed up.
Oh, top 3 is also super close in Div 1. Ay.
Alright.
So, we have the final starting in Div 2, and then comes the final in Div 1 right after. Were you still in?
At least. Yeah, I just won.
Oh, no, GG. What did you have to drive in the final?
Like a 40. I don't know, what did the second guy have? Like a 41.9 maybe? Yeah, I think all the fast players went out early.
So Daisy is
like
having my key issue. Yeah.
In top 3 I always had 0.5 of a lead, so didn't need to risk.
So after the gifted survive, Walton now takes the victory. And here we have Scrappy in the lead. Scrappy actually with a second win in a row if he holds it into the finish. Oh, Scrappy a bit far? No, he makes it. By 19, actually a bit faster than what I drove in the last 2 rounds. Also Scrappy starting a streak again. Now where not so many others are actually there. He could actually put it quite long, but I'm not sure if he will play on Christmas.